Oops. Hey guys, it's Alicia and Lonnie here with Living in the Past. Lonnie is the soap maker, and we thought it would be interesting seeing like it just happened.
Right.
And we're like herbal people.
Yep.
To give you guys some tips or tricks if you're ever hiking and you get bug bites, because the mosquitoes are kind of bad.
Yeah.
Bad today. So let's explain to you. I'm going to turn it around to Lonnie, and she's going to explain to you like what's all going on. Okay? So hang on just 1 second. Okay, there's Izzy.
And actually, she's our patient.
Yeah, Izzy is our patient. Do you want to go over by your mom?
Okay, so Isabella ended up with a lot of mosquito bites, and as you can see...
so here, we'll show you guys. So she started scratching already, and she was bleeding.
Really bad, yeah.
Yes.
And we were in the middle of a hiking trail that we could not find anything to put on it. We were in the upper woods, and we were looking around for something to use to both cauterize it and to stop the bleeding and also the itching. But in that section of the woods, we weren't able to find anything. But down here, where we're a little bit closer to a wetter area, we're able to find one of my favorite plants. And if anybody knows anything about my Living in the Past page, I talk about this plant all the time.
And you have a salve.
I do.
You make a salve from it, don't you?
And
Yes.
a soap. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So this stuff right here.
Okay, here, I'm going to come down, and you're going to like point.
This is like gold. This stuff is just fantastic.
This is what it looks like.
This is before it gets its bloom. It gets much bigger than this, and
so let me show you. Like, here you go. You can see how the edges are rounded.
Yep. And they're also, the plant itself has a very it has a hollow stalk, and inside it's kind of liquidy. I can't remember what this is. It has a term for it, but I can't remember. But this is one of the characteristics of the plant. Also, if you were to pull the leaf apart, it's kind of velvety feeling. So that's kind of one of the ways that you know that this is jewelweed. It's also much brighter than a lot of the surrounding fauna.
Right. Like
flora.
For example, here's just a leaf,
yeah,
like hanging out. So you can see the difference. It's quite bright. Now, as with anything, like we don't recommend you guys just go in the woods and be like, oh, we know what jewelweed is now. But like, look it up, research it. But if you ever are in the woods, you know, we want to show you guys what you can use.
And this is new growth, so it looks a lot different in July. In July, I mean, it can get really tall, and that's when it has a very telltale thing where you can't really miss it. Jewelweed has these like cornucopia flowers that hang. Kind of
like
drooping,
bells?
like arching, yes. And it sometimes goes by the name of spotted touch-me-not, because when you go past a jewelweed plant and you touch those little bells, it sprays seeds everywhere, and it becomes a problem in areas where people don't want it, because it's a good proficient grower in the right conditions. So what you do with this plant is
Let me like zoom in here. There you
go. You take it and you crush it between if you don't want to use your fingers, and you can use a rock. But you kind of make a little paste out of it. Isabella, come here.
Come over here, honey.
And it's a very wet plant, so it's really good for the purposes that you're using it for. And you just kind of rub it around, and then like she has a big scratch there, and now I'll just kind of paste it on a little bit. And if I had a piece of plantain, a nice big leaf, I would actually use a plantain, or you could use a burdock leaf to kind of wrap it around to keep it on there. But that should take care of a good portion of the itching for quite a while, actually.
This one too.
And you want this one too. And this, I didn't mean to remove the root. I'm very sorry. I
apologize to the plant.
I don't like to do that, but I've lost my train of thought. But this works for like spider bites, mosquito bites, any kind of bites. It also works really well for eczema, psoriasis, any kind of skin itchy afflictions. Now, if you made like an oil out of it, and you infuse the oil, or you made a tea, or sometimes they say that you can actually put this in the freezer into ice cubes. And so if you made a tea out of it and you put it in the freezer, then you can use the ice cubes and rub it on the itchy spots and get a little relief that way as well. So it's definitely a plant to know when you're in the woods, and if you're an avid hiker like we are and love the woods, this definitely is a plant to make friends with.
And if you guys are interested in it, you know, check it out, look it up. Lonnie actually has a salve that she makes out of it, Living in the Past LLC.etsy.com. And Bo wants to know if it can be used for shark bites. Well, if there are sharks, if there are sharks in the woods, then by all means, Bo, you
try it. I don't know.
You let us know how that works for you, okay?
Good luck with that.
And like Patrick asked a really great question earlier. He said, "Well, why can't you just find some plantain and use that?"
True.
But you want to talk about that?
Well, plantain, I've used plantain for everything from, oh, you got another one there, bites and scrapes and bee stings and stuff. And for bee stings, it works really well because what plantain does is it pulls the toxins out from the bite. But it also works really well on scrapes and lesions, whereas jewelweed, to me, just works better on general itchy things.
Right. Yeah, so basically, like, plantain will help take away, like, the sting of things, but, like, if you're really itching, jewelweed is better. I made a small video once when we were hiking where I had a blister on the back of my heel.
Right.
And we used plantain for that because that helps soothe it. I was able to kind of make a poultice out of it and wrap it around my heel, but you know
that is one of the really good things that
all this of this lower stuff right here, this light green stuff, is all jewelweed. Bo says they already know not to bite me. Sharks know not to bite you, or mosquitoes?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. If you gotten in with how to keep them from biting you, do share.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought we would just share this little tip with you guys, and hopefully it'll make your hikes a little bit nicer once you guys figure out, what the jewelweed is. And then also plantain. We really haven't seen much plantain.
I think that the leaf cover is too thick for plantain to grow here. Along the sides and the cracks, it will grow because it's just one of those weeds that can grow in those types of conditions, whereas where it's real heavy, it's not going to do well.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen too much plantain up here anyway.
We were discussing, though, like as we were walking, just the medicinal value of a lot of the natural plants or weeds in the area. We thought
people consider
maybe
weeds, right?
At some time it'd be fun to make a video.
Yeah.
Like make a little live video and we can show you guys stuff like that. The area we're in right now is in Horicon, Wisconsin, and the woods right here is actually a really special area for the Native Americans. So it's just been such a lovely day, and we thought we would take a break from shipping and head out to some nature. So that's about it from us. We just wanted to say hi and pass some tips along for you. So thanks, guys, for watching, and have a great day.